Hi everyone, welcome back to Enoble Kendra, and in this video we're going to be looking at the skeletal system. A short definition of the skeletal system is that it is made up of bones and cartilage that form the framework of the body. This is the skeletal system. A little about the skeletal system and what it does is in the following points. The first one, rigid organs. So basically, the skeletal system provides structure and support to organs and also to our body. It also protects our internal organs. It stores minerals. It provides scaffolding for muscles, which basically enables mobility. Mobility is the ability to move or movement. And the skeletal system also produces red and white blood cells. Red and white blood cells are two very important things in our body that we need to live. So basically, bones produce both the red and white blood cells. This is an example of a part of the skeletal system that provides structure and support and protects our internal organs. It's the rib cage, and it protects our heart and our lungs. Here are some quick points about the skeletal system. Number 1, our skeletal system is firm and it is a flexible tissue or a flexible connective tissue. So there's something called a cartilage in our skeletal system. Some places where cartilage can be found are joints, ears, and noses. But what is a joint? A joint is a part of a body where two or more bones meet together. Here is a small table on joints and joint types. The first joint is a pivot. The movement is when the bones rotate around each other. An example is a neck and your elbow. So if you try moving your neck and your elbow, you're basically moving a pivot joint. An example in the form of a diagram is here. Another joint type is called a gliding joint. The movement is when bones slide over each other. These can be found in your wrist, your ankle, and your vertebra, or basically your backbone. This is a diagram of a gliding joint. Next, you have a hinge. A hinge moves back and forth, and these can be found in your knees, your elbows, your toes, and your fingers. This is an example. And lastly, the last type of joint is called a ball and socket joint, and the rotation is circular or rotational. You can find this in shoulder and hips. So basically, if you rotate your hips or rotate your shoulders, you are basically moving a ball and socket joint. This is an example. Let's look at a quick fact. By the time you're an adult, you will have 206 bones. And also, did you know that a baby had more bones than an adult? Some more facts are that the femur is the longest bone in our body. It's basically the upper leg bone or the thigh bone. And the smallest bone in the body is the 3 tiny ear bones. So basically, this inside here are the 3 tiny ear bones. And it's so small that it's the size of a coin. That's the size comparison. Now let's quickly look at another system which works closely with the skeletal system, and it is called the muscular system. The muscles of the muscular system move the bones of the skeletal system. So basically, that statement means that the muscular system and the skeletal system work together to help us move, or the muscles help our bones move. About 700 muscles are attached to our bones by tendons. Now let's quickly have an understanding checkpoint. This is basically where we summarize what we've learned through the entire video. Number 1, the number of bones that make up the skeletal system are 206. The function of the skull is to protect the brain. A joint is a place where two or more bones meet. The purpose of the skeletal system is to support the body, work with the muscles to move, and also give the body shape. Basically, all of the points. On your body, where can you find cartilage that can never become bone? The nose. So the nose is basically a cartilage that is never bone. Which of these statements is false? Bone is where most of the blood is made. Bones store valuable minerals. Bone is non-living, or bone protects and supports the organism. Bone is non-living is the false statement. What is the difference between bone and cartilage? So basically, cartilage is flexible and bone is firm. This joint in the picture is a ball and socket joint. The tough connective tissue that connects muscles to bones is called ligaments. This is false information. Next, the bone in the tip of your little finger is the smallest bone in your body. This is also false, as we learned earlier that 3 tiny bones in the ear are the smallest bones. Thank you. That's it about the skeletal system. Please like and subscribe. Bye.